Hadith number 3. Sulaym narrated, he said, I heard Al-Bara ibn Adib saying, I loved Bani Hashim very much, both during the lifetime and after the death of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. At the time of his death, the Holy Prophet told Ali ﷺ that except him, no one else should give him the ritual bath, and it was not allowed for anyone except Ali. Hazrat Ali ﷺ asked, O Prophet of Allah, who will help me to give you the ritual bath? The Holy Prophet replied, Archangel Jibreel with an army of angels. Hazrat Ali ﷺ was giving the ritual bath to the Holy Prophet, and Fazl ibn Abbas was helped with pouring water with his eyes covered with a bandage, and the angels were turning his body in whichever way necessary. Hazrat Ali ﷺ wanted to remove the shirt of the Holy Prophet. He heard a voice saying, O Ali, do not remove the shirt of our Prophet. He put his hand under the shirt and washed the Holy Prophet's body, and he removed the shirt when he gave Hunut and shroud. Al-Bara ibn Adib said, when the Holy Prophet ﷺ passed away, I feared that Quraysh will overpower the matter, that they will take away this caliphate from Bani Hashim. When people did what they did, i.e. paid allegiance to Abu Bakr, I was in a state similar to that of a woman whose young son dies. This was in addition to the grief that I was going through due to the death of the Holy Prophet. I became confused and started looking at people's faces at the time when Bani Hashim were occupied with the ritual bathing and shrouding of the Holy Prophet. I had heard the news about what Sa'as ibn Ubadah and his ignorant companions had told. After that, I never sat with them anywhere in any gathering, and I knew that this matter will not have an ending. So I started walking between Quraysh and Masjid al-Nabawi, and was looking at the faces of Quraysh. I was still in that state and noticed that Abu Bakr and Umar disappeared. After a few moments, I saw Abu Bakr, Umar and Abu Ubaidah wearing Sana Aniya shirts, coming with people from Saqifa and confusing anyone whom they met on their way. And when they recognized any man, they took his hand and rubbed it with the hand of Abu Bakr, whether the man was willing or not. At that time, due to fear, my common sense did not accept it. When the tragedy of the Holy Prophet's death was still with me, I quickly went to Masjid and then went to Bani Hashim. The door was locked, so I knocked hard and said, O Ahlul Bayt. Fazl ibn Abbas came to me from inside. I told him, people had paid allegiance to Abu Bakr. Abbas said, your hands have become useless till the end. Did I not tell you people, but you did not listen? I was very regretful about what had happened. When night came, I went to Masjid. When I reached there, I remembered how I could hear the voice of the Holy Prophet reciting the Holy Quran. I got up from my place and went into an open space. That was the place of Bani Bayaza. There I saw a few people talking to each other, very slowly, and when I reached near them, they all stopped talking. I saw there were Miqdad, Abu Zar, Salman, Ammar ibn Yasir, Ibadah ibn Asamat, Huzaifa ibn al-Yamani, Zubair ibn al-Awam, and Huzaifa was saying, by God, he will definitely do what I have told you he will do. By God, I have neither told what is untrue, nor have I been told what is untrue. At this time, this community desires that this caliphate is left to the assembly of Muhajirin and Ansar. Then Huzaifa said, come with me to Ubay ibn Ka'ab. He knows this matter just as much as I do. We went to Ubay ibn Ka'ab and knocked on his door. He came and stood behind the door and asked, why have you come here? Miqdad said to him, open the door, since the matter that we have come to talk to you about is of greater importance than the one that can be talked about from behind the door. Abu ibn Ka'ab said, I will not open the door, and I know what you have come for. I will not open the door. You want that this matter is reconsidered? So we said yes. He asked, is Huzaifa with you? We replied, yes. So he said, whatever Huzaifa says will be alright with me. I will not open the door until this matter is settled and there is no commotion left. And I'm complaining to Allah the Exalted and Praised. Al-Bara said, we all returned to Ubay's house, and he went inside his house. This information reached Abu Bakr and Umar. So they called Abu Bakr, Ubaidah, and Mughira ibn Shu'bah and asked for their advice. Mughira ibn Shu'bah said, my advice is you should meet Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib and bribe him, that he too will get a share for himself in his caliphate, and after him his children will benefit. This is how you people will be able to silence Ali ibn Abu Talib, because if Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib joins you, then this will be an argument over people and your work will be easy with Ali being alone. Bara said, Abu Bakr, Umar and Ubaidah and Mughira went to Abbas ibn Abdul Muttalib on the second night of the death of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. At that time, Abu Bakr started talking by thanking Allah and praised him, and then said, Allah sent to you Muhammad as a prophet and wali for mu'mineen, and Allah obliged human beings in that he was from within them until he was chosen for what Allah has with him, and left people to do their work, so that they can for their own good elect who they want, so that everyone is united and there is no dispute. So people have chosen me as guardian for them and to look after their affairs, and I have accepted it. With Allah's help, I do not feel weak, surprised and frightened, and this is guidance from Allah only. Yes, it is definite that I am not free from the taunts of the ones who taunt me. They and there will take shelter in you, so that you become a strong fort for them. And there will be a new difficulty, so you will either agree with what people have decided and unite with them, or you will disagree and unite them with you. We have come to you and we would like to keep a share for you in this caliphate, so that you and after you your children have a benefit, because you are the uncle of the Holy Prophet. Although people know your position and the position of your companion, they have removed you from the caliphate. Umar said, yes, by God, and the second thing is, O Bani Hashim, that there is no need to hurry. No doubt the Holy Prophet had connection with us and with you, and we have not come to you with any need, but we did not want that people taunt on what all Muslims have united on, and there is a problem between you and them. So think about the benefits for yourself and the people. He said that and stopped talking. At that moment, Abbas started talking. He said, no doubt Allah Ta'ala sent Muhammad ﷺ as prophet, as you mentioned, and guardian for believers. And if you have taken this thing, caliphate, through the Holy Prophet, then you have taken our right. And if you have taken this through believers, then we are also from believers. We did not come forward in this matter, and you neither took our advice in the matter, nor did you speak to us about it. And we do not like this for you, because even we are from believers, and we do not choose this for you. And you're saying that you will keep a share for me in it? If this matter is especially yours, then keep it with you. We do not need you. If this is the right of the believers, then you do not have a right to bypass the believers and make the decision yourself. If this is our right, then we are not happy to share it with you. And O Umar, you saying that the Holy Prophet has connection with you and with us, then no doubt the Holy Prophet is a tree, and we are its branches, and you are the neighbors, and we are closer to him than you. And you're saying that there will be problems between you and us? This is a matter that you knew before, and Allah is the helper. So they left the house of Abbas, and Abbas recited a poem, which means, 1. I did not think that this matter, caliphate, would pass away from Bani Hashim and from Abul Hassan. 2. Is he not the first person to recite prayer in the direction of your Qibla? And is he not the one who knows better than everyone all ahadith and traditions? 3. And he is nearest to the Holy Prophet, and he is the one who was helped by Jibreel in the bathing and shrouding. 4. And he is the one who has everything that people have, but people do not have merits that he has. 5. Ali is he. And for what you kept away, this caliphate from him, I know it. This allegiance of yours is the first fitna. Abu Amir al-Bara ibn Adhib al-Ansari al-Qadaraji, who participated in 14 wars along with the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hadith number 4. Aban ibn Abi Ayyash has narrated from Sulaym ibn Qays. He, Sulaym, heard from Salman al-Farsi, who said, after the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam passed away and people did what they did, Abu Bakr, Umar, Abu Ubaidah ibn Jarrah came to people and told the Ansar their argument. The Ansar told them the argument of Hazrat Ali alayhi salam. They, Abu Bakr, Umar and Abu Ubaidah, said, O group of Ansar, the Quraysh are more deserving of the Caliphate than you because the Holy Prophet was from Quraysh. The Muhajireen are better than you since Allah in His book has spoken about them first and has given them merits. The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said Imam will be from Quraysh. Salman says, I went to Hazrat Ali alayhi salam when he was giving the ritual bath to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Since the Holy Prophet has said that none other than Ali must give him the ritual bath. When the Holy Prophet said to Hazrat Ali that none other than him should give him the ritual bath, Hazrat Ali had asked, O Prophet of Allah, who would help me in giving the bath? The Holy Prophet had replied, Archangel Jibreel will help. So when giving the bath, whenever Hazrat Ali wanted to turn any part of the Holy Prophet's body, the part would turn itself. After Ali alayhi salam had completed giving the ritual bath, Hunut and Shroud, he let me in, and also let Abu Zar, Miqdad and Lady Fatima, Hassan and Hussein alayhi salam in. Ali alayhi salam stood in front and we stood behind him and recited the prayer. And Aisha was in her room. She did not know anything. Allah had put a curtain over her eyes. After that, 10 people from Muhajireen and 10 people from Ansar, they were coming in and praying and going out until such time that there was no one left from the Muhajireen and Ansar who had not prayed. Salman said, I told Hazrat Ali alayhi salam when he was giving the bath to the Holy Prophet what the community had done. And I told him Abu Bakr is at this time on the pulpit of the Holy Prophet, and people are not happy to pay allegiance with one hand, but they are paying allegiance with both hands, left and right. Hazrat Ali alayhi salam replied, O Salman, do you know who was the first to pay allegiance to him on the pulpit of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Salman, no, but I can say that I saw him in the shade of Bani Sa'idah at the time when the Ansar were quarreling. The first one who paid allegiance was Mughira ibn Sha'bah. After him, Bashir ibn Sa'id paid allegiance, then Abu Ubaidah Jarrah, then Umar ibn Khattab, then Salim Mawla Abi Huzaifa, and Ma'az ibn Jabal. Hazrat Ali alayhi salam said, I am not asking about these people. Do you know who was the first to pay allegiance when he first went on the pulpit? Salman said, no, but I saw one very old man who supported himself with a stick and had a mark between his 2 eyes. The mark was very dry. He went to the pulpit first of all and bowed and was crying and saying, Praise is due to Allah, who did not make me die until I saw you in this place. You stretch your hand. So Abu Bakr stretched his hand, and the old man paid allegiance. Then the old man said, This religion is like the religion of Adam. Then he got down from the pulpit and walked out of the masjid. At that time, Hazrat Ali alayhi salam asked, O Salman, do you know who this person was? Salman said, No, but I did not like his talk. It was as if he was pleased with the sad demise of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hazrat Ali alayhi salam said, "This was Iblis, may Allah curse him. The Holy Prophet had informed me that Iblis and his top companions were present when, by God's command, the Holy Prophet had declared me Caliph in Ghadir Qum. And the Holy Prophet had informed people that I was Mawla of everyone, and he, the Prophet, had commanded people present that they should pass this message to those that were not present at Ghadir. So the companions of Iblis came and told him, 'This community is blessed and is infallible. Now you and we have no power to manipulate them, since they have been told who is their refuge and who is their leader after their Prophet.' At that time, Iblis was saddened, and he went away from there." Hazrat Ali alayhi salam said, "After this I was informed by the Holy Prophet when he said, 'People will pay allegiance to Abu Bakr in the shade of Bani Sa'idah, when they will quarrel through my right and authority. After that, they will come to mosque, and the first person who will pay allegiance to him on my pulpit will be Iblis, who will come in the form of an old man and say, so and so. After that, he will go out and gather his companions, Shaitan and Iblis. They will all go into prostration and say, O my Lord and my Almighty, you are the one who made Adam come out of heaven, and said, which community is it that which will not deviate after the death of their Prophet? Never. You thought that I will not be able to manipulate them, and I will have no ways? Now how do you people find me with what I did with them when they left Allah's obedience and the command of their Prophet? And this is what Allah has said. And certainly the Shaitan found true his conjecture concerning them, so they follow him except a party of the believers. Surah Saba 20. Iblis made his thought a true action, and people obeyed him except a few faithful ones. Salman said, when it was night, Hazrat Ali alayhi salam made Lady Fatima alayhi salam ride, and took hands of his sons Hassan and Hussein alayhi salam, and went to each and every house of those Muhajirin and Ansar who were of Badr, and reminded them of his rights, called them to help him, but except 4 people, nobody came forward to help. He asked the helpers to shave their heads, and in the morning go to him with their weapons ready to help and pay allegiance to death. In the morning, except 4, no one kept their promise. So I, Sulaym, asked, who were those 4? Salman replied, myself, Abu Zar, Miqdad, and Zubair. Then, on the second night, Hazrat Ali alayhi salam returned to all those who did not come and reminded them to fulfill their promise. They all said they would turn up the next morning, but except us, no one turned up. On the third night, Hazrat Ali alayhi salam went again and again on the third day. Except us, no one turned up. When Hazrat Ali alayhi salam saw their treachery and disloyalty, he remained inside his house and started compiling the Quran. He did not come out of his house until the whole Quran was compiled. At that time, verses were written in wood, skin, and pieces. After he had collected all the verses and wrote them with his own hands in the manner the verses were revealed, with their meanings, and wrote those verses that were revealed to replace previous verses, and also the verses that were those on which action was no longer required, then Abu Bakr sent people to his house to come out and pay allegiance to him. He, Ali alayhi salam, sent a message saying that he was busy, and he had taken an oath that except for prayers, he will not wear a cloak until he has collected and compiled the Quran. So, for a few days, they kept quiet. Ali alayhi salam compiled and completed the whole Quran in one piece of cloth, and came to people when they were with Abu Bakr in Masjid al-Nabawi. He very loudly said, O people! Since the passing away of the Holy Prophet, I was busy giving him the ritual bath and compiling the Quran until it has been collected in one piece of cloth. There is not any verse that Allah Ta'ala has revealed which is not in this compilation, and there is not a single verse that the Holy Prophet did not make me read, and there is no verse of which the Holy Prophet did not tell me the meaning. Then Ali alayhi salam said to those people, so that you did not tell me, surely we were heedless of this. Surah Araf 172. Then Hazrat Ali alayhi salam said to them, so that on the day of judgment you do not say that I did not call you to help me, and did not remind you of my right, and I did not call you to the book of Allah from beginning to end. Umar said, you are calling us to you, but the Quran that we have is sufficient for us. Then Hazrat Ali alayhi salam went home. Umar told Abu Bakr, send someone to Hazrat Ali alayhi salam to ask him to pay allegiance, since until such time he does not pay allegiance, there is no value attached to this caliphate, and if he pays allegiance, we will give him amnesty. Abu Bakr then sent a man to Hazrat Ali alayhi salam to say, the Caliph of the Prophet of Allah is calling you. The man came and said this to Hazrat Ali alayhi salam. Hazrat Ali alayhi salam replied, glory be to Allah, how soon have you wrongly accused the Holy Prophet? Abu Bakr knows it, and those present near him also know it, that Allah and His Prophet have not appointed any Caliph except myself. The man returned and told Abu Bakr what Hazrat Ali alayhi salam had said. Abu Bakr asked the man to return to Hazrat Ali alayhi salam and say, Amir al-Mu'mineen, Abu Bakr is calling you. The man returned to Ali alayhi salam's house and said what Abu Bakr had told him. Ali alayhi salam replied, glory be to Allah, by God it has not been long when everything is forgotten. By God, he knows that this title is not appropriate for anyone except myself. The Holy Prophet ordered him, and he was 7th in number who had saluted me, saying Amir al-Mu'mineen. So Abu Bakr and his companion Umar from the 7 people asked him, is this an order from Allah and His Prophet? The Holy Prophet said to both of them, yes, surely this is true from Allah and His Prophet. No doubt he is Amir al-Mu'mineen, leader of believers, Sayyid al-Muslimin, leader of Muslims, Sahibul Liwail, the standard bearer on the day of judgment. Whom al-Muhajirin, the one whose forehead shines. On the day of judgment, Allah will make him sit on the path, and He will make his friends go to paradise, and his enemies go to hell. The man returned to tell Abu Bakr what Ali alayhi salam had told him. That day, the man kept quiet. At night, Hazrat Ali alayhi salam made Lady Fatima rise. Then you would have known that you could have never entered my house. And held the hands of his 2 sons, Hassan and Hussein alayhi salam. And there was no companion of the Holy Prophet left to whose house he did not go. And bearing Allah as his witness, told of his rights and called them to help him, but except for us 4, no one agreed. We shaved our heads and offered our help to him. Amongst us, the one who had most intelligently helped him was Zubair. When Hazrat Ali alayhi salam saw that people had left him and did not help him, and all of them had joined Abu Bakr and showed him respect and obeyed him, he stayed at home. Umar asked Abu Bakr, what is it that has stopped you from sending somebody to Ali to ask him to pay allegiance, because except him and them 4, there was nobody left who had not paid allegiance? Abu Bakr was a little softer at heart, kinder, cleverer and more thoughtful. The other one was very short-tempered, hard-hearted and an oppressor. Abu Bakr replied by asking whom he should send to Ali, to which Umar replied that he was sending Gunfus, who was a very tough, short-tempered oppressor from Tulaka and was from the tribe of Adi ibn Ka'ab. Abu Bakr sent him to Hazrat Ali alayhi salam and sent more men to help him. He went and requested permission from Ali alayhi salam. Hazrat Ali alayhi salam refused permission. The helpers of Gunfuz returned to Abu Bakr and Umar. These 2 were sitting in the mosque with people gathered around them. They all told that they were not given permission by Hazrat Ali alayhi salam. Umar told them to go back to Ali, and if he refuses, enter without permission. They went and asked permission. Lady Fatima alayhi salam told them that she was not permitting them to enter. They returned, but Qunfaz the cursed remained. His companions told that Lady Fatima had said such and such, and she was not permitting them to enter. Umar said angrily, "What do we have to do with women?" Then Umar told those people who had gathered around him to collect wood. They all collected, and Umar himself lifted and went to the house of Hazrat Ali alayhi salam, Lady Fatima alayhi salam and their two sons, and arranged wood all around the house, and then said in a voice loud enough to make Hazrat Ali alayhi salam and Lady Fatima alayhi salam hear, "By God, O Ali, come out and pay allegiance to the Caliph of the Holy Prophet of Allah, otherwise we will burn your house." Lady Fatima said, "O Umar, what do you have to do with us?" He replied, "Open the door, otherwise we will burn your house." Lady Fatima said, "O Umar, are you not afraid of Allah, and are you entering our house?" Umar refused to return. He asked fire to be brought, and he set the door on fire. Then he pushed it and entered. Lady Fatima alayhi salam came in front and screamed loudly, "O father, O Prophet of Allah!" Umar raised his sword with the shield and hit her on the side. She screamed, "O father!" He then lifted a whip and hit her on the hand, and she cried, "O Prophet of Allah, Abu Bakr and Umar behaved very badly after you." Hazrat Ali alayhi salam rushed, held him by the neck and pushed him away, and Umar fell down and hurt his neck and nose. Hazrat Ali intended to kill him. He remembered what the Holy Prophet had said, and he said, "By him who gave Muhammad the status of prophethood, O son of Sahak, if the book of Allah had not been revealed, and if the Holy Prophet had not taken the promise from me before,